alongside Dave Farley, and behind the camera, the best in the business, Jeff Crow. Well, Dave, we're here. It's championship night, Saturday night, at the 51st Annual Salem Invitational Tournament, Mount Vernon, Edwardsville, and this one should be a real chess match.
It should be. I wish there was more fans here to enjoy it. It's certainly not like championship nights here in the past at Salem. Of course, Centray and not here. They're down at Springfield in that big tournament, but you and I both saw Edwardsville last night. We're going to have to guard some people very hard. Trevor Voss is a tremendous player, and we know what their coach likes to do. It's going to be quite a game.
I agree. These two coaches, Doug Creel from Mount Vernon and Mike Waldo from Edwardsville, are pretty good friends and actually have played some plays. And the funny thing is some of the plays that Mount Vernon runs, we got from Edwardsville. So when we call out the play, the sad thing is the Edwardsville kids know. So I don't know if Doug's going to audible and change the signals up a little bit and maybe rename some of these offensive sets. But it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think Mount Vernon is going to try to hold on to the ball and be even more patient than usual. I know that's hard to believe, but I think we're really going to hold the ball, try to shorten the game, and keep it in the 20s.
Well, wow. The over-under is about 76 in it. That's really going to be a game if it's in the 20s. They shoot the ball off at will from the outside. That's another point that scares me, but 20s, huh?
Oh, yeah. If Edwardsville gets 30 points, I think they'll win.
All right. We'll go with it. We'll go with it.
We'll be back for the introduction of the starting lineups right after these messages.
Mount Vernon High School. First, let's meet the Tigers of Edwardsville. One guard, a 5'10" senior, number 11.
Starting for Edwardsville.
The other guard, a 6'4" senior wearing 21, Kyle David.
Number 11, Adam Jones, a 5'10" senior. Number 21, Kyle David, 6'4" senior. Number 55, Keith Scarborough, a 6'4" junior. And number 35, a 6'7" senior, Brent Wolk. And he's a stud, number 32, 6'7" senior, Trevor Voss. He had 24 points last night in the semifinals against Charleston. Edwardsville, as we mentioned earlier, head coach Mike Waldo. He's assisted by Paul Jones and Kevin Parr. Of course, the superintendent at Edwardsville High School is Big Ten referee Ed Hightower. Starting for Mount Vernon, number 5, 5'9" senior Parker Creel. Number 15, 5'10" senior Jason Harrison. Number 32, J. Paul Deaton, 6'1" senior. Number 42, Darius Moore, 6'1" junior. And number 55, D'Artagnan Blunt, a 6'1" senior. Mount Vernon, coached by Doug Creel. He's assisted by Quinn McClure and Tim Holloway.
Championship game, Mr. Scott Jones, Mr. Scott Taylor, Mr. Mark Mayhood.
Well, I've seen better Ram crowds, Rob, but they're pretty loud so far. Hopefully we'll get them going. I've already instructed the kids over there to keep looking our way, and we'll try to orchestrate this for them.
Good job on that. That's one thing at Chaos Corners. They are coachable. Referees for tonight's contest, veteran Scott Jones, Mark Mayhood. And how can I just heard the name 45 seconds ago and I forgot it already. Just about set for action. As we mentioned in the pregame, we expect this to be a low-scoring contest. I know Creel doesn't think we can run and shoot with him. Harrison, he's good at doing that.
He sure is.
On that.
He sure is.
They bounce it down low to Blunt in the paint. Almost walked, gets it to Harrison. Blunt down low. Try to give you the matchups. Voss has Deaton, which means Voss will help down low.
You bet. Voss was very impressive last night. He's a window cleaner.
Scarborough on Darius Moore. Kyle David has Blunt. Blunt drives, gets it to Moore, and he
Beautiful.
scores a beautiful assist.
42, Garrett Moore.
Good to get out of the blocks first.
Yes, if we can get the early lead, we can dictate tempo. If we get behind, Edwardsville, he's in trouble, tipped away.
It'll be interesting to see how they let us bang underneath there. You got J. Paul Deaton on Trevor Voss. So far, they were letting them get away with a lot of contact.
And as you said that, Dave Farley, I noticed that the referee underneath the basket was talking with Voss and Deaton as the ball went out of bounds near midcourt. Good defense by Blunt. Edwardsville, Scarborough.
Shot went up from the side by Jones there, Rob. That was their point guard. He doesn't shoot that much.
Thanks, Dave. I was looking down at my program, and broadcaster's sin. Every time you look down at your program, something will happen. Oh, Moore can't quite get it to go. He created a little bit of space with his left shoulder and got the shot up, but it would not go.
Well, you figure in a game like this, you can afford to look down every so often, though, you know?
That's true. Voss guarded by Deaton. Good ball handle, goes back door to Volk. Voss. Jones, number 11, guarded by Harrison. And we may try to sag off of Jones.
That's what it looks like.
Harrison.
And Volk did not take too many shots last night either.
Moore has Scarborough. And I'm not sure you can cheat off of him. Inside the Volk. They flip it around. Jones drives, lays it in. Tied up. 2-2 with 5:25 left, first period.
Smart play there by the little point guard. They sagged off. They were going to give him the shot, but the lane opened up.
Parker Creel from three, no good. Moore with the rebound. Yes.
42, Garrett Moore.
Moore pump fakes, let the Edwardsville kids fly by, and then laid it off glass. Rams, 4-2, 5 minutes left, first period. Illegal pick? Nope.
First foul of the game belongs to Mount Vernon's Parker Creel, number
Into the Edwardsville lineup, number 34, Seth Mcmackin.
34. Seth.
This kid doesn't start yet. Against Charleston last night, he had 12, and against Marion Thursday night, he had 18.
I put him on the first team. He's a shooter.
So they get better with their first substitution of the evening.
Watch out. There it
There
is.
he is. He comes in and lights it up.
Seth Mcmackin.
They'll have to find him on the floor.
Parker Creel gets it to Harrison. Moore looking, needs help. Somebody's got to come to the ball. Finds Harrison. Deaton to Creel. They look down low to Moore. Blunt. They wanted to draw the charge.
55 is Tortanian.
Voss hit the deck. No call. Blunt scores.
Good to see them allow that kind of contact. That'd have been a cheapie.
They didn't give Mcmackin a three on that.
No, they didn't.
I thought he was behind the stripe. There's Jones from three. He drains it.
3-point basket, number 11, Adam Jones.
It'll be awful hard to beat them if they keep hitting those like that. We can't guard them out there.
Blunt. Harrison drives, kicks it back out to Blunt. I thought Jason was going to try to go off glass from about 5 feet. Kyle David all over Moore. Parker Creel from three. Yeah!
Gotta have them.
3-point basket is number 5, Parker Creel.
Did I say this was going to be a low
I'm
scoring?
getting ready to point that out to you here.
I've been wrong before.
And the over-under may not last either.
I hear you. 9-7 Mount Vernon. 3 minutes left, first period. Mcmackin Down low to Scarborough. Sky hook, no good. Tip in.
That's Kyle David.
Kyle David.
He was high on that offensive glass.
Nobody put a body on him.
Tip in ties it up at 9-9. They double down on Moore. Down low to Moore, tipped away. Good defense by Jones.
First turnover.
Scarborough. David down low, tipped away by Blunt, strong hand.
Don't put the ball down low against Mount Vernon. We'll go get it.
1:45 left, first period. We're knotted up at 9 apiece. Championship game of the 51st annual Salem Invitational Tournament. Parker Creel spins, wheels, and deals. Tries to get rid of it. We'll see if they're going to give him a shooting foul. I think he was trying to pass.
He was certainly trying to pass, but his initial intention certainly was a shot. He bought a break there, Rob.
Parker Creel's going to shoot two. Toes the line. First on its way. Good.
Get a kick out of watching his mom over there. She can't stand to look.
His first appearance for the Rams, 22, Michael Dogan.
Into the Mount Vernon lineup, the sophomore, number 22, Michael Dogan. What do you think, about 5'10" on Michael Dogan?
Jumps like he's about
Parker Creel's
6'3".
short. Moore keeps it alive, but Voss comes down with it. Mount Vernon 10, Edwardsville 9. McMackin cuts through. Wolk, Voss. Scarborough from three. No good. Volk tips it away from Deaton, but Blunt comes out of there with it. 1:15 remaining. See if Rams hold for one. Dogan bounces it down to Blunt. Blunt would like to take him baseline, but Voss has that 6-inch height advantage. Parker Creel reverses and scores.
Hey!
Parker Creel.
Oh, that brought his mom out of her seat over there.
I love it. Dogan has McMackin. Dogan, oh, they're going to call it a kick. I thought he might have a steal with 37 seconds left in the first period. Jones re-enters for Edwardsville. McMackin comes out.
They like their shoes, Rob.
I don't like them at all.
They look
I
like
think
they're
they are-
wrestling shoes or something.
They are flat out ugly.
Yeah, they are.
Moore has Scarborough. Good help from Dogan off Jones.
We've done a good job against Voss thus far.
20 seconds left, first period. Mount Vernon 12, Edwardsville 9.
Well, they were masters at this part of their game last night. They got the shot off the first two quarters and drained them.
8, 7, 6, 5. Scarborough, they look inside. 3, 2, 1. Clock, go off!
Not tonight.
Good job, good help from Dogan. At the end of one period, Mount Vernon 12, Edwardsville 9. We'll be back for the exciting second quarter right after this. Back to B.E. Gum Gymnasium here on the campus at Salem Community High School. Salem Invitational Tournament Championship game. Edwardsville, Mount Vernon, and the Rams enjoy a 3-point lead, 12-9.
They were 5 out of 7 from the field in that first quarter.
They're looking inside
Look at
for
that.
Voss. 32 against 32, Deaton and Voss. Moore has Scarborough. Voss from downtown, short, tipped by Dogan, recovered by Moore. Mike Waldo doesn't like the shot selection there. Voss getting a little anxious, wanting to get his.
Wanting to get into the game, trying to force things a little bit. Got to let the game come to him.
There's more down low. They're not doubling down on him.
Yeah. I can't believe they didn't get it to him there.
Parker trying to get it to him. Look at Waldo wearing this guy out. What's he getting his 10 cents worth in? I'm not sure what he's saying. We're certainly not setting any illegal picks or anything like that. Down low to Moore. He's fouled by Jones, shooting 2 now.
Had the matchup, had a switch off there, had the little guy Jones on him. And he had nothing to do but fouling.
I believe the Rams are 13-4.
13-4, right. 11-4.
11-4 for Edwardsville. Moore's first free throw good, 13-9 at the 6:53 mark of the second quarter.
There's shooting around 93% from the free throw line over the last 2 games. Make it better than that.
14-9 Mount Vernon as Moore makes both. Waldo gets McMackin up. Dogan guards Jones. Wolk, Scarborough. Pick and roll. Good roll in there. Good defense. They'd like to help on Voss. He backs down. Deaton can't get it to where he wants it. Great defense on the interior by Deaton. We'll let Voss have it right there all night long.
Oh, yeah.
Down low to Scarborough. To Voss. Got away with a walk.
Right, he had to walk here.
Oh, no, he didn't get away with it. A late call, but a good call nonetheless.
Seth Mcmackin.
Well, they're doing everything they can to get the ball to Voss within 10 feet of the basket. They're really having trouble doing it.
Jones with a little Kenny Battle one-man press. Parker Creel to Deaton.
Oh, that's good. I like that. That goes back some.
Flying line. There's more. Dogan open underneath. He's hammered by Jones. That's 2 on Jones.
Mike Waldo cannot be happy.
Second personal foul on number 11, Alex Jones.
Back to the 1988-89 Fighting Illini, Kenny Battle.
Sitting over here behind us, Dave, while Michael Dogan lines up this free throw from Salem Community High School. Dogan misses the first. Linda Schupelt, and what a great job she did on the hospitality room. We want to thank Linda for a great job all week long.
I know she enjoys watching me eat.
Michael Dogan makes 1 of 2, and he's going to find a seat next to Creel. Creel gives him the glad hand, as well as Barnfield and Hills get up to greet their classmate. The 1 free throw makes it a 15-9 game. Mount Vernon by 6. 5:50 left in the first half.
And it's a 6-0 run.
Looks like they're going to post up Scarborough now down low. Edwardsville a little bit out of sync.
Yeah.
Looking for Voss now.
Well, last night they were able to just do whatever they wanted to against Charleston. Not tonight, thus far.
Voss.
Well, he almost traveled again.
McMackin down low to David. Back to McMackin. He launches. No good. Good box out by Deaton. Deaton boxed out Voss so well that Moore was able to easily control the rebound. Great job on the defensive glass by J. Paul Deaton. Waldo's all over Mayhood. He's just about to get one.
He's about to do it.
And he knew how far he could take the guy.
Yeah.
Voss sags off Harrison. Now Harrison posting up Voss, only giving up 9 inches there, Dave. 6'7" versus 5'10".
But he's got him on the vertical.
He certainly does. To Moore, to Blunt. Jason Harrison to Gartanian Blunt.
We are playing extremely well right now, Rob.
Yes, we are. Had a great first half last night against Granite City. Another good first half tonight.
But it's going to take...
McMackin, it rattles out. Deaton cleans the glass.
It's going to take 32 minutes of effort to keep this going, though.
Certainly will. Creel open momentarily. Blunt in the corner, guarded by Jones. Blunt takes him to the paint. Kicks it to Harrison. Harrison, always a relief valve. If they're going to sag off of him, that's You know, there's some bad things associated with that, but there's also some good things associated with that, and that's any time they double team, Harrison can always be found whenever somebody gets in trouble. Scarborough can't guard Creel. There's a pile up and tipped away. Here comes Voss. Kicks it to David. Foul on Harrison.
Mount Vernon foul was on 15, Jason Harrison. Jason's first, team's second.
Timeout Edwardsville. That foul on Harrison was his first, and 2 team fouls on Mount Vernon, 3 team fouls on Edwardsville. Dave, let's talk to our good friends.
It's a good time to thank our sponsors, the gallery at 30th and Broadway featuring Jackson's Jewelers, Carl's for men and women, and Mount Vernon TV and Appliance. Kevin Martin State Farm Insurance, bringing you auto, life, fire, and health insurance. BFC Bicycle Fitness Center for all your biking needs. One Arm Martinizing, the most in dry cleaning. Cheney and Karch Insurance, your independent insurance group. Mount Vernon Networks, your local Sprint PCS dealer. King City Cast Loan and Pawn, our inventory is overflowing. Off-Broadway Dry Cleaners, ask about our chamber member-to-member discounts. And One Stop Floor in America, we make it a joy to decorate. Rams are decorating the scoreboard right now to the tune of a 17-9 lead. Let's see if we can keep it going.
Mount Vernon on an 8-0 run. I believe we were tied at 9 apiece.
You're right.
Rams on an 8-0 run, and Edwardsville only getting 1 shot. No, I say that, and then I think back to the tip in by David.
Yeah. We are doing a bang-up job on the boards. You're playing tremendous defense.
Oh, they find Jones, but Harrison gets there before he can launch. They look inside. Help comes from Blunt. McMackin cuts through. Harrison tries to help with him, tries to go back to find his man, and Jones forced the issue. You saw where Harrison tried to help on the cutter because Blunt's man was the cutter, and then Harrison had to get back to his man. Mount Vernon just playing tremendous help
Yes, they are.
defense. 3 minutes exactly left, first half action. Moore, a better ball handler than people give him credit for. And there's the relief valve, Jason Harrison. Voss comes out on him. Blunt comes to help. McMackin right up on him. Should be a back door in here somewhere soon, Dave. They're going to chase us all the way out to half court. The back door should be open. There's Deaton, flashes open momentarily. They're counting, Jason. You got to pick it up.
Right.
He gets just
Better make a move.
Just enough separation.
Yeah.
Now he's doubled down. There he is to Moore. And they score. There it was. It's a clinic. 19-9. Mount Vernon by 10. 2:10 left.
So
First half.
quick off the glass, Darius Moore.
David cuts through, sets a pick. Here comes Voss. Bangs into Deaton. There's contact. Waldo screaming, wanting a foul. McMackin. Scarborough. Trying to watch the ball and the action underneath.
Well, McMackin's had some good looks, I can't
Backdoor.
believe.
And Creel had a hand on it, and Deaton comes up with it. They tried to go backdoor. Parker, I'm not sure he saw it, but he reached out where he thought it might be, and it was. And this big crowd on their feet, a tremendous effort here in the second quarter from the Mount Vernon Rams. Take him, Jason. Just take him.
Oh, yeah. Take him to the hole.
Gets a pick. They switch. Here comes Go for the layup, and he yes! You gotta love it. You gotta love it. 21-9. The Rams are putting on a clinic. 1 minute left, first half. Lots of time left, though. Plenty of basketball, but this first half has been a thing of beauty. You can sell the tape.
And it's going to be a good one because we got the best in the business behind the camera, don't we?
Deaton all over Voss. Our confidence level is sky high. Our guys feel not only can they play with them, but we can beat them and beat them bad. I'd take a 1-point victory there.
Oh, yeah, you bet. You bet.
Scarborough thinking about launching. Down to 25 seconds. Voss, pretty good ball handler for a kid 6'7". Kicks it back to Jones. He has a notion. We're down to 14 seconds. Scarborough cuts through. They reset down to 9. 8.
hurry.
The crowd on their feet, loving this effort. 4, 3. Jones, shake and bake, puts it up. It won't go. And at the end of the first half, Mount Vernon 21, Edwardsville 9. Dave Farley, you got a comment on this first half?
We outscored them 12-0 there in the second quarter, shut them down entirely. Edwardsville Tigers do not score. Clinic basketball, 21-9. Let's hold our breath and hope we can keep it going.
I hear you. We'll be back for a quick halftime analysis right after these messages. We're here at halftime, 51st Annual Salem Invitational Tournament, the championship game. Mount Vernon Rams and the Edwardsville Tigers. Rams up 21-9. And Dave, I don't know whether if I had to make a choice between how much I like what we're doing at the offensive end and how much I like what we're doing at the defensive end, I think right now I'll choose defense. It's outstanding.
Oh, that's just been tremendous. Edwardsville, 4 out of 12 from the field. Last night I was so impressed with how they played, and they shot the ball so well. They were able to open up the lanes underneath, and Voss just killed Charleston. They have not been able to do any of those things against us tonight. And you called it there in the second quarter when they started leaving Jason Harrison, somewhat J. Paul Deaton too, just leaving him alone. We had a safety valve, and it was a lot of fun to watch Jason Harrison take his man all the way to the hole there and score. It's a beautiful thing right now.
Certainly
if you don't mind me borrowing the phrase.
Oh, you use that all you want.
I just want to hear it at the end of the game.
All right, now last night we were entertained an 18-7 lead over Granite City, and I think they, in the first minute of the third quarter, I think they tried to lull us to sleep, thinking that they had just packed it in and were going to take their beating and go home. Now, I guarantee you we've got 16 minutes left in the second half. What do you expect Edwardsville, other than to just come out and really get after us? Do you expect anything different from them?
Well, you got to feel like they're going to try to full-court press us. Waldo's going to come up with something. Last night, Granite City tried to push the ball down underneath on us. They've tried to do that in the first half and have not been successful. That's another thing. Voss hadn't scored. I don't think he scored at all. That's incredible.
It is.
You know?
Unbelievable stat.
Unbelievable.
All right, we'll be back for the exciting third period right after this. Gum Gymnasium 51st Annual Salem Invitational Tournament. If I'm not mistaken, the Mount Vernon Rams are looking for their 8th championship.
You're right.
Mount Vernon with a 21-9 lead after putting on a clinic in the first half. There's a beautiful pass from Blunt to Moore. It won't go. I thought he might have been fouled. They're going to call Deaton over the back.
Tried to give it some English up here, Rob. Just wouldn't fall.
Foul is on 32. J. Paul Deaton, his first.
That foul on Deaton is his first.
Sure would have been nice to get out of the blocks and get that lead up to 14.
Voss down on the low block, posting up Deaton. Scarborough launches from 3. No good. And Moore cleans the glass. Looks like they might be getting ready to go into a little half-court trap there. I'm not sure. Right now they're in the man-to-man. They're going to overplay. I thought that, they call a walk on Edwardsville. Creel wanted the foul. He thought David fouled Moore. No call.
So it has to be a double turnover there. They get it.
52 seconds of the third quarter, Waldo gets McMackin in for walk. They're going to overplay. If they overplay like this, the back door has got to be wide open. Deaton comes out. Got to find a cutter. Here comes Moore. Overplay works. Voss, steal behind the back. Oh, and he throws it right to Creel. Wow, he must be colorblind.
Well, we're both orange and black, but ours is dominant white tonight, so don't know what he was thinking there.
And almost another steal. I think Deaton might have
I think
put
he held the
Jones'
ball.
hand away. They are overplaying
They
fiercely.
sure are.
We played 2 minutes. Same score, 21-9. Mount Vernon on top. I think we like that matchup down low with Moore guarded by David. We're only giving up a couple of inches there. Oh, now they get Voss back on him. They're just switching everything. Now we got Jones on Moore. Blunt, real strong, takes it to the hole, draws the foul.
First team foul on Edwardsville. We're 2:20 into the third quarter. Still no score.
Jason Harrison inbounds, finds Moore. Down low, Moore spins into the paint, gets it back to Creel, gets out of the lane. Harrison looking to bounce it into Moore. Loose ball, it's on the floor, and Edwardsville comes up with it. McMackin doubled, gets it back to Jones.
That's 3 turnovers here pretty early in the third quarter against Mount Vernon.
Voss wants it, but Moore doubles down off Scarborough. McMackin from 3, no good. Voss over the back. Good box out by J. Paul Deaton.
That was on 32. Trevor Voss, his first.
Well, that was a good look there from McMackin. That's like a layup to a good three-point shooter from the top of the key.
Harrison right in front of the Mount Vernon coaching staff. There's the overplay. Back door to Parker Creel. Goes in. Dishes to Moore. He scores! That's what we're looking for, Dave. Back door. And then Creel finds Moore right before they come to collapse on the Creel. 23-9. Down low to David. Inside. Harrison. No call.
Wow.
Edwardsville. Waldo's out to midcourt.
Gotta be
oh, my
paid.
goodness. I love it. He got that one by design.
Oh, yeah. We were talking at halftime. I said if things don't go Waldo's way in the first 3 minutes, he'll go get himself a tee.
Look at the little kids behind the Mount Vernon bench.
Oh, yeah.
They were going down there. All over Waldo.
I got to say, I can't blame him. I thought we had fouled him under there.
Yeah, it was almost an intentional foul. I thought Harrison was just trying to slash hack to keep him from getting a three-point play. Yeah, Waldo is almost has to get a tee there. Moore off the front rim, no good.
So tough to shoot those free throws when you're all alone there at the free throw line.
Certainly is, Dave. That's something that not a lot of people would think about, that you feel naked out there. Moore 0 for 2.
Missed them badly. So you got to think now that the technical may have paid some dividends because we had the ball anyway.
4 minutes, 19 seconds left, third period. Mount Vernon 23, Edwardsville 9. We'll see. Usually after a technical, the other team, the team receiving the technical, will get the next 3 or 4 calls. That remains to be seen. Parker Creel, they're counting. He finds Moore. Harrison gets a pick, drives baseline on Scarborough. Back to the corner. Looking, got to find someone. They're counting. Blunt, guarded by David. Around the top. David flops. Ooh, Moore was open momentarily down there. Blunt, great job of ball handling. Bounces it down to Moore. Moore loses control. Another turnover.
That's the 4th turnover. We're with 3:33 yet to go here in the third quarter, Rob. I don't think Edwardsville has scored since 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Unbelievable. They've been stuck on 9 forever. Yep,
there you go. There you go.
That foul on J. Paul Deaton is his second.
That was probably a foul, but you got to give Waldo credit there for attracting the attention.
McMackin replaces Scarborough. Watch this inbound play. David DeVos. Yes.
32, Trevor.
Full court pressure. Blunt. Gets it to Harrison. He's picked up by Jones. Bounce pass to Moore. Another turnover. We're trying to jam it down in there. It's not really there. Jones. They look for Voss. Harrison sags.
McMackin's ready to fire.
McMackin has a notion. Jones. McMackin. Good defense by the Rams. 2.5 minutes left in the third period. Down low to Voss. He goes around. Oh. Deaton scores. He's fouled by Blunt.
Scored the basket to 32.
That's what we saw him last night. He's a player.
Not many 6'6" kids can make that move with the ball from the low post. Well, we know what they're going to do. It's no surprise. They're going to pound it into Voss as much as we will allow.
Well, 4 minutes to go there in the third quarter. Waldo gets the technical. They've gone on a 4-0 run since that point.
Into the Edwardsville lineup, number 12, Dustin Jumper, a 5'10" senior. Voss with the opportunity to complete the three-point play. He does. It's down to single digits, 23-14.
You knew they were going to make a run.
Voss sits down. He's replaced by number 53. Harrison nearly slips down. Nearly an intentional foul.
Oh,
hard foul.
Really going at it hard.
Tiger foul on number 12, Dustin Jumper. His first.
The number 53, I bailed out on his last name, Kevin Mazalewski, 6'1" senior. Makes me wonder if Waldo's just going to do the hack-a-shack. Instead of shooting free throws the final 3 or 4 minutes, we're going to shoot free throws the final 8 minutes. Inbounds pass tipped away by David.
Boy, Edwardsville's really getting after it.
It's a 9-point game. 2:17 left, third period. J. Paul Deaton to inbound. Looking, finds Blunt. Parker Creel guarded by Voss. David bangs, dishes Creel. Charge on Creel.
That is the 6th turnover on Mount Vernon here in the third quarter. Creel dished off beautifully to D'Artagnan Blunt, who made the layup, but it sure didn't count.
2 minutes remaining, third period. Rams by 9. They pick Deaton. Here comes Voss. Good help from Blunt. McMackin drains the three.
They're feeling good now.
23-17. They're on an 8-0 run.
Same kind of game as last night, Rob.
Blunt goes all the way and scores. Strong move. He's going to get the warning. Going to get the warning for touching the ball after it goes through. The next one's a technical.
Good response from the Rams there offensively, though.
Yeah, we were stuck on 23 for a while.
They've got us 8-4 here in the third quarter.
Jones, McMackin cuts through, sets the pick on Deaton. Rams fighting through picks. Scarborough drives on Moore, puts up a 10-footer and scores.
55, Keith Scarborough.
Well, they're hitting everything now.
Timeline. Great job of ball handling. Just getting hit in the head. There's down low to Moore, puts up a shot and scores.
32.
There's Moore.
It's going to be a war now, Rob.
27-19. 55 seconds left, third period. Here comes Jones. Harrison picks him up. Voss, McMackin, down low to Voss. Harrison doubles down, back to Jones. McMackin, Blunt's got to get out on him. Jones, McMackin, little triangle over here, inside to Voss. Harrison doubles down. Oh, he just elbowed Deaton out of the way, no call.
32.
Hey, you gotta call something on that! Jones all over Blunt. Thank you, Scott Jones.
Pushing foul on number 11.
27-21, Mount Vernon by 6. 22 seconds left, third period. Jumper and Wolk replace McMackin and Jones. Moore inbounds to Blunt. Blunt slips down, gets it to Deaton. Deaton packed by Wolk. Timeout, Mount Vernon.
Good job.
We would have had 3 seconds to get it over. Timeout came with 15. We inbounded with 22. Good timeout by Doug Creel. Well, remember, Dave, in the days when the bench could not call a timeout, it had to come from a player?
I have to say that I don't like the way the rule is now. I think that part of the game should be left to the players. That bailed us out right there, though. Boy, Edwardsville has really gotten hot. They've picked up the intensity on the defensive end. They've made 5 out of 8 from the field as a result, and they're right back in the ball game after trailing by 14 with Darius Moore going to the free throw line shooting those 2 technicals. He misses them both, and we don't convert on that end, and it's been a different game ever since.
Moore to inbound. He cannot run the baseline. Gets it into Harrison. Harrison finds Creel. Creel splits the defense. They've got another new player in there. I'll try to get him to you later. Creel dribbling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Creel. No call. The buzzer didn't go off, but there's no time showing. What does it show? .3.
.3. You got to have a tip on something like this.
A nice block by Voss. No complaint from the Mount Vernon bench on the shot block. A lot of the fans thought Creel might have been fouled. Let's see if we can find a tip. Blunt to inbound. Down low to Moore. You know you can't dribble. You definitely know you can't take a dribble with .3. At the end of 3 periods, Mount Vernon 27, Edwardsville 21. We'll be back for the exciting 4th period right after this. Back to B.E. Gum Gymnasium championship game of the 51st annual Salem Invitational Tournament. Mount Vernon 27, Edwardsville 21. Dave Farley.
We want to thank our sponsors, One Stop Flooring America. We make it a joy to decorate. Off-Broadway Dry Cleaners. Ask about our chamber member-to-member discounts. King City Cash Loan and Pawn. Our inventory is overflowing. Mount Vernon Networks, your local Sprint PCS dealer. Cheney & Karch Insurance, your independent insurance group. One Arm Martinizing, the most in dry cleaning. BFC Bicycle Fitness Center for all your biking needs. Kevin Martin, State Farm Insurance, bringing you auto, life, fire, and health insurance. And the gallery at 30th and Broadway, featuring Jackson Jewelers, Carl for men and women, and Mount Vernon TV and Appliance.
That's Dave Farley. I'm Rob Wilt. Behind the camera, the best in the business, Jeff Crow. 8 minutes remain in regulation. Rams by 6. Here comes Voss. 32 on 32. They bounce it, though, to a double down. Harrison, Jones. Harrison has to get back to Jones. Scarborough, Voss coming across the lane. Jones from 3. Good. 27-24. Dangerous pass. And Scarborough was out of bounds before he could save it.
Doug wants us to spread the floor a little bit more.
Waldo realized where he was on the court, had to get back inside the box. He would have been gone. He got 1 technical foul, and this game has pretty much turned on that technical foul.
It sure has.
Mount Vernon was up 23-9. They've outscored us 15-4 from that point on. Moore, guarded by Voss. Creel cut through, was open momentarily. Harrison picked up by David. Like to bounce it down low to Moore. He does. Moore backs in on Voss. Oh, it won't go, and Jones rebounds.
Got the shot we wanted.
Mike Waldo calls out triangle. Scarborough picks Deaton. Jones from three, no good. Deaton with the rebound. Good box out again by J. Paul Deaton.
Great job of sealing his man off and getting the rebound himself.
Creel calls out a play at the other end. Scarborough on Moore. They run the wheel. It's not there. Moore thought he had it. Blunt didn't give it to him. Back door, Parker Creel.
I don't know how that pass got through.
6 minutes remaining. Mount Vernon nursing a 3-point lead, 27-24. Foul situation. Edwardsville with 5. Back door, yes! They found Harrison on the back door, and he got it to Parker Creel for the layup. Rams up by 5, 29-24. Timeout, Edwardsville.
We need to stop right here, guys.
Yes, we do.
Timeout, Tigers.
This is more like the game we expected. It's in the 20s like you thought it would be, Rob, but 5:45 to go. Well, I sure like to have that 12-point lead back right now.
I hear you, Dave Farley.
We need our fans over across the way to get a little bit more involved.
Maybe now we could get them up. We're going to be on defense. We get a stop here. Maybe the fans will help us get a stop.
Well, not too many Edwardsville fans here, but they've all been standing since the beginning of the third quarter. We need to get our
fans
high school
up.
fans over there up on their feet.
5 minutes, 45 seconds left in the fourth period. The award-winning Mount Vernon Ram cheerleaders.
Well, they got them excited there, but let's get the basketball game giving them some excitement as well here.
Inbounds. Start that clock. I hate to say that with over 5 minutes to go.
We may need some of those later.
McMackin puts a move on Blunt, gets it to Jones. Jones.
Oh, he walked. His left foot was his pivot, and he picked it up.
Voss goes high post. Jones drives on Harrison. He's hammered to the ground.
Foul is on 32. J. Paul.
That's 3 on Deaton.
Team's fifth.
Rams have only had one substitution in the game. That was Michael Dogan there in the first half. Not too many substitutions from Mike Waldo, and it's usually turnstiles on his side.
They mop up a little bit of moisture from where Jones went down. 5 minutes, 17 seconds remaining. Mount Vernon by 5, but Jones at the line to shoot 2.
He's played a good game. He's responsible for the ball handling chores out there, plays the point, but he can score as well.
Yeah, they really don't have anyone you can cheat off of.
No.
First free throw, good.
They're solid. Solid fundamentally. They play the game well.
They come out of that Southwestern Conference where you really have to earn a victory every night out.
You ain't kidding.
He makes them both. It's a 3-point game, 29-26. Mount Vernon gets it over the midcourt stripe. Harrison in the corner. Nobody guards him. Oh, I thought he was going to bounce it down low to Moore. Moore had McMackin on him. Somebody's got it. He picks up his dribble. Harrison's there. Voss sags off of Harrison. They double down on Moore. Blunt pops out to the corner. 55 on 55. Harrison goes to meet the pass. David has Harrison. Voss on Moore down low. Deaton comes out. Harrison, there's Moore down low with Voss on him. They can bounce it down low. They do. Turns, shoots, rejected, gets it back, shoots, scores. Voss is saying, what else can I do? I block his shot. It goes right back to him, and he scores.
Darius with 14 points. That was a big, big basket.
Voss at the top of the key. McMackin, Voss, Jones. Try to put a little move on Harrison. Almost walked. Bounce it down. Oh, Harrison with a good kick.
A kick save there from the soccer player.
Exactly 4 minutes remaining. Mount Vernon 31, Edwardsville 26. The championship game of the 51st annual Salem Invitational Tournament. Inbounds to McMackin. He's fouled by Blunt. There's a patience. I kept thinking the 5-second call. We didn't get it.
At least he did stop the basket underneath there. I thought for sure they were going to get the basket and a free throw attempt.
That foul on Blunt, his second. Mount Vernon with 16 fouls.
Boy, we need those. It's block out now. They will not miss many.
Rattles out. Definitely got a box out now. Like Dave said, McMackin, he got the friendly bounce. 6'7" Brent Wolk replaces McMackin. 3 minutes, 58 seconds remaining. Mount Vernon by 4, 31-27. Harrison picked it up a little too soon.
Yes, he did.
Finds more. Back to Deaton. Blunt on the wing. Harrison drives baseline. Picks up the foul on Voss. That's 6 team fouls on Edwardsville. Both teams will be shooting 1 and 1.
I appreciate the foul call there from Scott Jones, but at that time I just as soon not had it because Harrison had the lane down the baseline in the basket.
He had him beat like a drum. He was going to lay it in. Inbounds to Blunt. He picks up his dribble. Back door to Moore. Moore bounces it to Harrison, and Harrison's going to reset the offense. Creel wants him to run the wheel.
A little shaky with their ball handling right now.
A little bit. Just a little bit. 4-point lead. Mount Vernon trying to hold on. Championship game. Salem Invitational. Timeout. Mount Vernon. 3 minutes, 7 seconds remaining. It's going to be a 20-second timeout. Dave, how fast can you read off our great Mount Vernon Ram sponsors?
We're going to start with the gallery at 30th and Broadway featuring Jackson Jewelers, cars for men and women, and Mount Vernon TV and Appliance. Kevin Martin State Farm Insurance bring you auto, life, fire, and health insurance. BFC Bicycle Fitness Center. Bertie Dick Knight does the business there for all your biking needs. One Arm Martinizing. The Harrison family will take care of the most in dry cleaning. Cheney and Karch Insurance, your independent insurance group. Mount Vernon Networks, your local Sprint PCS dealer. King City Cash Loan and Pawn. Our inventory is overflowing. Off-Broadway Dry Cleaners. Ask about our chamber member-to-member discounts. And One Stop Flooring America. As I take my last breath, we make it a joy to decorate.
Great job. That's Dave Farley. I'm Rob Wilt. Behind the camera, the best in the business, Jeff Crow. Moore. Can he get him baseline? Back to Deaton. Exactly 3 minutes left in this one. 3 minutes seems like an eternity when you're trying to nurse a 4-point lead for a championship of the Salem Invitational Tournament. They double down. Harrison gets rid of it. At some point, I think they'll send us to the line. Moore back to Blunt. They were going to triple team Moore. They're letting us run clock. Blunt drives. Backs it out to Moore. Don't dribble it again. Get rid of it. Blunt and Moore work a little two-man game down here in the corner. Moore wheels into the paint, shoots, and scores! Just Moore!
Tell you what, I didn't give him the MVP vote, but he is certainly earning it in this game.
I agree. 6-point game, 33-27. We're down to 2:10.
Oh, not the way.
Puts it out of bounds. I thought he was going to dive into the stands like Coleon Hawkins of yesteryear.
Ah, nice call there, Rob. 2:09 to go. You're going to have to start looking for some three-point tries here from Edwardsville.
And they put in their three-point shooter, McMackin, over the top. There's Jones. Scarborough can also shoot the three. I believe Voss can shoot the three. I don't see anybody on the court that cannot shoot the three. They bounce it down low. No, it's not there. Deaton, good defense from Deaton. Double down by Harrison. Jones with a three. No good. David keeps it alive. Scarborough comes out of there with it. Gets it to Voss. David from three.
No good.
No good. Air ball. Harrison with the recovery. We're down to 140. They're going to foul. They got to foul.
They got a foul now.
They got to foul.
There's the guy to foul.
We're down to 130. Mount Vernon by 6. Blunt cuts through, changes his mind, comes back out, poked away. David Blunt gets it to Moore. He looked back door, it wasn't there, and Moore will go to the line. Voss fouls Moore with 1:21 remaining.
Still plenty of time to go. We're going to have to make the free throws. I feel like we have the right guy here, despite the fact that he missed his last 2 attempts. Those were those technicals.
That could work in our favor.
Yeah.
If he's going to concentrate extra hard.
See if Waldo's going to try to ice him here.
Well, I like what the Edwardsville student section's doing. They're trying to ice him with quiet. Trying to, you know, a lot of times kids will scream. They're going to try to ice him with silence.
I'd rather have a little bit of noise if I'm at the line right here.
First free throw.
Looks
It's
good.
34-27. Now it's a 3-possession game. Two
Right, yeah.
threes won't beat us. Darius Moore comes back from the 2 misses to drain the front end of a 1-and-1.
It's a 3-possession game now.
Second free throw also good. 35-27. They inbound to Jones. Clock finally starts. Let's watch what they run. Scarborough on the wing. They look for Voss. They call it on Deaton before the shot. It's going to be a 1-and-1 for Voss with 1:12 remaining. Foul on Deaton is his 4th. Team fouls even at 7 apiece.
Has not shot any free throws. I don't remember if he shot any last night or not. I believe he did, and he looked pretty good from there as well.
Well, Voss 1 for 1 tonight at the line. Now here's a kid we have. Oh no, that's that Wazlewski kid.
He has to be a football player. Edwardsville was 2nd in the state in 7A this year.
That's correct, Dave Farley. Voss, first free throw up. Short, no good. David with the rebound. Recovers it in the corner, gets it to Jones. Jones drives all the way and scores. Timeout, Edwardsville. 1 minute, 4 seconds remaining. Mount Vernon 35, Edwardsville 29. Did you think he walked on that?
I thought he walked, but it's going to count anyway. It looked like he took off and took a couple
If you
of quick
thought he walked
steps.
and I thought he walked, we might be able to go down there and see if they'll change the
Let's
call.
see it. Let's see if we do that. Hey, Scott.
Scott, what are you? What on
I'll tell you what, you got to give them credit. They've called a great game
They
tonight.
have called a great game. I told you on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I'll take it any time with Scott Jones.
I agree.
And
I
any
agree.
two other guys. Scott
I've heard
Jones
some-
does a great job.
I've heard some Mount Vernon fans think otherwise, but
I
I've
agree.
never
I
thought
have heard
that
the
way.
same comments.
He's a good one. He's a good one.
I've known him for a long time. We played freshman and sophomore
Yeah.
basketball against each other, and we played high school golf against each other.
So you played against Joe Hoffman too, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, we were Joe Hoffman, the Massac
Yeah,
County
Massac.
coach. Inbounds to Harrison. He's in trouble. Gets it to Deaton. Gets it back to Harrison.
Let's get it across. All right.
I tell you, we needed to get it over the timeline at 54.
Yeah, I thought we were on 6 or 7 there.
We inbounded at 104, and now it's 57, so we had 3 seconds when they bailed us out.
D'Artagnan Blunt will go to the line. Expect a rainbow here because he gives it plenty of arch. Gives us a little bit more time to get nervous. I tell you what, my wife tells me that, why you get nervous? It's only a game, but why am I having such a hard time breathing right now, you know? You got to love it. High school basketball in Southern Illinois.
D'Artagnan Blunt at the line to shoot 1-and-1 with 57 seconds remaining.
Didn't
It's
make
no
it.
good. kept alive, and Scarborough comes out of there with it.
Could tell as soon as it left his hand.
Jones wanted to drive. McMackin to Jones. We're down to 45 seconds. It's a 6-point game.
Still plenty of time.
The crowd's got to get
Let's
on
get
their
the crowd
feet.
going. Come on.
Oh, he almost poked it away. Scarborough drives, goes behind the back. Creel went for the steal. It wasn't there. McMackin. It's a jump ball. That's a jump ball.
Call. Oh, my.
34 seconds left. Foul on Blunt was his third.
Well, McMackin took the ball to the lane and had the ball down low toward the floor. And you know what Mount Vernon likes to do in that case. We thought we might have had the jump ball, but the foul called. Well, not a big crowd here, Rob, but they're sure being treated to a great championship game.
Seth Mcmackin, a 6'1 junior, drains the first, cuts the lead to 5. 34 seconds left in regulation.
It just got a little bit harder to breathe.
Second free throw is good. They get number 5 in. Terrence Evans, a 5'9 junior.
Still a 2-possession game.
Deaton runs the baseline, finds Harrison. Harrison got to get rid of it, gets it to Deaton. They find Creel. Creel over the top, gets it to Harrison, and they foul. An intentional foul. They call it an intentional foul on Wazlewski.
Well,
Black will shoot 2, and we get the ball. 24 seconds left.
Scott Jones right on the call. The big guy just went up to him and bear hugged him. And when you do that, you're not really giving an indication that you're going for the steal, nothing but a foul. So we'll get the 2 free throws here, and we'll get the ball. That was huge. That was just really big there.
Big D toes the line, shoots the first one. The guys that have missed free throws have come back on their very next attempt to drain when given another opportunity. 36-31. Make that 37-31. We'll get the ball out of bounds with 24.5 seconds remaining. The Mount Vernon faithful on their feet. Deaton inbounds to Moore. Back door to Creel. Creel plays it in. He scores. He's fouled. Ball game, folks. I love it. 39-31. Creel at the line with the opportunity to complete the 3-point play.
Creel now with 10 points.
Couple of substitutes in. Waldo gets his offense back in. I believe that's their original starting 5 in there now. Creel's free throw. It's good. Inbounds to Jones. Jones drives.
No foul.
No foul. He scores. A late timeout awarded to Edwardsville. 13.5 remaining. Mount Vernon 40. Edwardsville 33.
What'd I say about that over-under, Rob? 76.
Oh, right on. A couple more free throws and you're all over it, baby. You're all over it.
They'll be announcing the all-tournament team pretty soon after this game is over. It's looking awfully good for Mount Vernon. We're going to stick around and give that to the fans?
I think so. I think so, Dave Farley.
Everybody likes to know about that. Of course, I'm sure that the all-tournament team is going to be dominated by members of the 2 teams we're seeing right here tonight.
Deaton to inbound. It's not over. It's definitely not over. He gets it to Moore. He's fouled by Waslewski. Moore will go to the line to shoot 2 with 12.8 remaining.
53, Kevin Malashevsky of the Tigers, his third.
Darius Moore had 8 points there in the first half. Has come back with 10 more. He could have an even 20, and boy, he has raised his game since the holiday tournament, hasn't he?
He certainly has, and I tell you what, Dave Farley, if Darius Moore is not the MVP of the 51st Annual Salem Invitational Tournament, it would be
a travesty?
A travesty. I was searching for a word. I didn't want to say criminal. That might be a little too much, but
a crying shame.
A crying shame would be good. I like that. He drains the first. It's 41-33.
Of course, we're hoping now, and of course, by the time you see this, we'll know how that game turns out tomorrow, but we hope the Rams will continue their good play and take care of the Packers tomorrow.
Moore's second free throw up. And then 42-33. They inbound. We're inside 10 seconds. They lose it. There's Moore. He's fouled by Wozlowski, and he'll get to shoot a couple more.
He was close to calling another intentional foul. He was really close to doing it, but he thought, well, what the heck. No sense in doing it now.
8.3 seconds remaining.
Well, you got to give Edwardsville credit. They came out in the third quarter and really picked up the defensive intensity, got within 3 points a couple of times, but again, Mount Vernon met the challenge.
That's correct. Moore, free throw, rattles out. But I don't think it really matters. A 9-point lead. Mount Vernon going to win the Salem Invitational Tournament.
Oh, that would have been my 76 right there.
They'll get one last shot. 25 launches. It won't go. Moore with the rebound. Parker Creel. That's going to be it. Mount Vernon, champion of the 51st Annual Salem Invitational Tournament. Final score, the Mount Vernon Rams 42. The Edwardsville Tigers 33. Dave Farley, once again, enjoyed working with you. It's been a pleasure, not only tonight and this week at the Salem Invitational, but all year to have you alongside.
Well, it's sure been a lot of fun, Rob. Rams have really surprised the Mount Vernon fans, Illinois fans, like last year, again this year, the year before that. Everybody thought after the, Williams, Nocky, Gamber bunch graduated, we'd come upon hard times, but we just defeated the Edwardsville Tigers, who had votes, honorable mention votes, in the Illinois poll recently. So you got to think that this 14-4 team could also get some votes now.
I'm starting to wonder. 14-4, second at Alton, second at Carbondale in the Class A portion, first at Salem. Salem Community High School Athletic Director Scott Stewart announcing and awarding the second place trophy to the Edwardsville Tigers.
Mike Waldo, a classy coach, instructing his team to get out there and act like gentlemen. They do.
And for the 9th time.
I thought it was 8. I was wrong. It's 9 times.
It is 9 times, huh?
Mount Vernon Rams. And look at the Rams looking good in those championship T-shirts. 9 times the Mount Vernon Rams have brought down the big trophy.
Gotta love it.
They've cut down the nets. And I think tonight's victory, a tribute to the players and to the coaching staff. This team works so hard, and they play hard defense. Second team from Edwardsville, Kyle David, 6'4" senior. Yep, 6'6" senior Greg Bean from Marion. Ted Wallace, the 5'10" senior point guard. Charleston, Chris Brooks. And the big banger, Sean Kelsey, 6'5" senior from Granite City. First team.
And he wasn't even a starter, but I gave him a first team vote.
That's what put him over the top, Dave.
Could be. All right.
Creel,
all right.
Along with Seth Mcmackin of Edwardsville, Parker Creel with some hardware. Whitehead, the bomber from Granite City.
All right.
D'Artagnan Blunt from Mount Vernon. They've got to give Boss. And then the MVP. Darius Moore.
Got to be Darius Moore.
MVP.
Darius Moore with the MVP, and his teammates love it.
20 points tonight. averaged at least 20 during the tournament here, and he's averaged 21 since the holiday tournament. 3 men on the first team. You got to love it. I had Parker Creel. I hate to say it, I had him the second teamer. He sneaks in there and gets the first team. Wonderful, wonderful.
The unsung heroes, the seniors, J. Paul Deaton, his interior defense all 3 nights, maybe not so much against Effingham, but certainly last night against Granite City and tonight against Edwardsville, and their twin towers, 6'7" Trevor Voss and 6'7" Walk, and J. Paul Deaton does a great job. And Harrison, you know, he doesn't score much. He's not asked to score much, but he does a great job of moving the ball around, plays tremendous defense, rebounds like no 5'10" white boy should be able to rebound. So 3 guys pick up first team hardware, and we'll give the Unsung Hero Awards to Harrison and Deaton. Final score 42-33. Dave Farley, your final thoughts.
What Voss get, about 5-6 points tonight? Didn't score in the first half. But Mount Vernon Rams come up here and prove that this style of basketball, despite what some Mount Vernon people think is winning basketball, it's exciting to watch. Doug Creel is doing just a tremendous job. Parker Creel down here leading all the cheerleaders and a lot of the team in prayer. And that's the kind of kids we have out there. You got to love them. And why the Mount Vernon spectators cannot get out here and watch like these great fans that made their way up here is a crying shame. A travesty, I guess you could say as well. Let's get them out, Rob. We got to get and just some of those fans that have been coming as empty seats at the Chagnon Gym to get out here and support this great team.
Thank you, Dave Farley. We get ready for a real tough stretch now over the next few weeks. Next Friday, the only game of the week is at Cairo. It might be a good time to get a Hoosiers-type caravan, about 125 cars following the big yellow bus from Beck Bus down to Cairo next Friday night. And then I believe we've got at Centralia the following weekend. And it's not going to get any easier. Edwardsville, a great victory over Edwardsville tonight. Mount Vernon moves to 14-4. 9th championship at the Salem Invitational Tournament. It doesn't get much better than that. For Jeff Kroll, Dave Farley, I'm Rob Wilt. Final score from the Salem Invitational Championship game. Mount Vernon Rams 42, the Edwardsville Tigers 33, and that's a beautiful thing.